What is the biggest mistake in life you made? I have made some things in my life, especially in my youth, which I'm not proud of, but um, what I see as my biggest failing, my marriage started to fall apart because of it. Yeah, on the end, it was not so simple as me and we saw things before and after why it had to end as it did. So we filed mutual divorce papers. Yeah, it was one tough choice I had to make, especially because we have two kids, two beautiful angels together. Yeah. Mm, I would like to talk about some mistakes that are widely accepted as not really, some gray area of wrongdoing. Mm, weight of our wrong choices greatly depends on all the circumstances at the time, and we on our journey don't get don't everybody doesn't get the same exams. We all of us don't get the same people around us, so everybody's path is somewhat different. Somewhere where is a lot, and somewhere where is a little. Yeah. um, and the time greatly takes part in that. Even as, let's say, years back when President Reagan was, I was watching videos where he was making some Russian jokes jokes about Russians, and those jokes today are widely considered a bad taste, but at the time that was acceptable and people loved him for it. Yeah. Or child and adult, when they make the same mistake, the weight of it is usually not the same. Or even two adults, one is ignorant and another one knows what he's doing. Those two are different things. Um, when we look at somebody's mistakes or even our own, it's very important to look from a fair point of view, and it's much more important to be human than to be perfect. Yeah, that human to be human is more important than to be perfect is nicely explained in the movie with Tom Hanks, the Terminal, the one with the goat pills. Yeah. Anyway, or another example. In the 80s and the 90s, we had a pretty common thing that's widely accepted, that going to Italy, Trieste, to get dressed and going back home without going through customs is fine. Or buying a piece of something and going home without going through customs is fine. Like everybody's doing. And I have so many examples throughout my life that taught me that. I have no one single example where um, that could tell me different until I came home from a decade working abroad. So I was working and living among travelers, and I didn't hear no one story about somebody how he paid customs. On some level, we had a right to do that, but let's say this story. I was in Miami. We were cruising the Caribbean with a ship, and we were supposed to go to Europe for a season. And I saw that chance to buy some 42-inch plasma screen to bring home as stuff in Croatia. If we could get the new stuff on the market, it would be double or triple the price. Yeah, so I saw the chance to bring that screen home. So I ordered one from a shop in New York to be sent to the ship. But again, not so simple, as I could not ship it to the ship. I had to find somebody who's living on land. And I found a friend on board that had a cousin living there, so that screen was shipped to him. Last day, we were supposed to sail to Europe around 2 p.m. and the horn sounded. I was still waiting for that screen outside, so I was risking going through trouble with the company and risked being left there because of the screen. But luckily for me, some 45 minutes we were not leaving yet. And in the meantime, cousin came, gave me the big box, and I paid him and thanked him, and I took the box to the ship. Yeah. So when we arrived to Croatia, port of Dubrovnik, I was thinking how to, go through customs without actually going through customs. But also I was ready to pay some up to 40%, what I considered as normal tax and customs. But when the receipt was shown to the customs officer, they asked to pay 115%. So that outraged me. After all my hard work, just to be able to afford, and then all my trouble to get that piece of technology home, my country now wants to charge me 115% for it. Yeah, so I found somebody who has access to the port, and just to drive it out, and I sent that home. And another interesting thing is that, which the knowledge I couldn't get to before, is that under certain circumstances, and as a person who's living and working abroad, I had the right not only to bring one piece of technology home, I had the right to bring all my personal belongings, furniture for the house, and even a car, without paying tax and customs. Yeah, but somehow that knowledge was not available to me. But anyway, sometime after, I was looking back what I could have done better, and I felt guilty for that, so I donated that screen to the nearby kindergarten, so they can watch cartoons. Yeah, as the kindergarten is in pretty bad shape, and we had talks with the municipality and others to renovate it or to build a new one, but that's a different story. Anyway, this is the way I see it. If you decide to hide your own choices and even cheat because of those things are likely to drive you to do some more wrong choices, mistakes. Yeah. If you have paid and recuperated and changed your ways, then don't allow others to take that out on with you. Yeah, or even better, find the ways to talk about it, but with a mindset that's not gonna grab you and take you under.